Hello everyone, it's Scott and welcome to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. So, I decided to put together kind of a progression wall here of what I need to do to kind of keep myself organized. And so, what I ended up doing at the end of the last episode was I was able to get some cobble from sifting and turn that into a half slab furnace. And so, I have 4 things I want to accomplish this episode in order to get myself moving ahead. So over here I have been burning down charcoal in the furnace, using charcoal to burn additional oak wood. So I just have a ton of oak wood thanks to all the tree grinding I've been doing. And so as one of the other quest rewards, I got 7 pieces of porcelain clay. And what this does is I can take these pieces and put them in a U-shaped pattern in order to produce an unfired crucible. And the unfired crucible is going to be a key element for me to move on to the next stage of ex nihilo, which is being able to produce lava. So let's take our crucible. And so what we need to do is we need to actually start lighting up the base. So it's now been quite a while, and I finally have the first light source on the island. So this is going to allow me to start growing trees at night. I won't have to sleep through everything in order to basically protect myself. I can now safely, let's plunk one down here in the middle. So I can increase the light level, which is going to increase my tree growth. So that's a pretty good development. So now the other thing that I can do with a torch is I need to set up this crucible. So what does the crucible do? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the crucible on top of the torch. And what we see here is that I see a solid volume and a fluid volume. So what this is going to do is this is going to give us the ability to melt stone, cobblestone specifically, into lava using a heat source, which happens to be the torch, which is the only thing on the island that actually has a flame at this point. And so you'll see it has a melting speed of 1, which means it's quite slow. And there are other materials in the game that can increase the melting speed, which will increase the ability to produce lava. So why don't I go and store some of these things? Let's take all the leaves that we've been getting thanks to the shears, and let's gather up the dirt that we've accumulated. And that's the end of the leaves. Do I have any additional? Okay, so I have some stone that I've been stockpiling, and that's going to give me the ability to produce 4 cobblestone, which is good because that's exactly how much I need. So each right click here is going to produce 250 millibuckets, so 1/4 of 1 bucket of lava. So altogether, 4 cobblestone is going to produce 1 piece of lava. And so this is going to have to tick up a bit. We see it's producing 32 millibuckets already. And so that's just going to be a while. So let's let that go. So while that's ticking, let's work on making a fired clay bucket. So one of the other quests, actually I should be careful. Did I blow right through one of the other quests? So let's head in here. Hammer time is completed. Oh, it is raining. Wonderful. Okay, so I don't see anything here that's specific to the hammer time, dust. Okay, so all these things are done. I think I'm going to go with the clay in this case. And that gave me a number of pieces. Let's go back. Is anything related to the Crucible itself? Well, it's already too late, but... here we go. So I need to make a one-fired clay bucket. So, how do we do that? So let's take that piece of clay that I just got. Now the other way to make clay is I can go over to these wooden barrels that were previously filled with water, and I can right-click the dust and gather out more clay out of the barrel. And with this clay, I'm going to hammer it down with the hammer, and I now have 8 pieces of clay. So I'm going to take this clay in a V-shaped pattern, just as I would do with iron to make a bucket, and let's make 2 as a backup. So let's throw that into the furnace. So an unfired clay bucket can be used to store water, or any liquid really, but storing water will basically save up the... it'll allow you to use water multiple times, but if I store lava in the bucket, I will only ever be able to store it once. And then when I empty the bucket, it will end up destroying the bucket. So let's check in on that quest reward. So that's going to give me more clay. Claim reward. And that opened a whole big tree of stuff. So next we need to get that lava. So porcelain clay. Well, I should have held on to that porcelain clay because now oh well. So let's look at how easy it is actually to make porcelain clay. So let's take some of the bone meal. And let's load it up. Clay and bone meal make porcelain clay. So let's grab 7 pieces and check the quest book. Next I need to make a crucible, which I already did. And then I'm going to need to pick up lava in that one clay bucket. So I don't have that yet. I need to wait for this to complete. So I'm only halfway done at 500 millibuckets. So let's... Boy, this rain is annoying. Well, I guess with since I already have all the rain I need right now, I'm just going to pop in and clear the weather just to go back to a normal state. So great. So let's do a little bit of cleaning here. And what I'd really like to do is now I can finally set up for farming. So let's grab the dirt out of these buckets, out of these barrels, and let's pick out where on the island I'd like to start up the farm. So if this is going to be the house area, let's work over here. So this is a pretty rudimentary space. I need some placeholders here. Let's grab some wood. The first thing I need to do is actually let's produce an infinite water source out of the barrels here. So with that, let's just put that over here. I'm just going to use the same design I did last time in Sky Factory 2. So this is just going to be a simple platform, little decorative. And with the bucket, I can right-click on the oak barrel and place the water. Great. So, and I can actually do this in reverse now that I have infinite water. Right-click and then put the water back into the barrel. Great. So let's figure out what I need to do next. So let's scope out an area where I can place a 8x8. Actually, I'm going to need a 9x9 area. So let's start out right here. So let's say that this will eventually be the area 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be the center where I place my my water that's going to power the farm. Great. Let's grab one of those, and here we go. So with that, I should be able to take the dirt and lay it out. Right here, and let's go and build a hoe. So I don't think a wooden hoe is going to work. So let's figure out what we need to do to get a stone hoe. Oops. Let's put the dirt in the sieve. Great. So that gave us some seeds, actually. I think that's the first seeds I got all game. And I have 10 pieces of stone, which is going to give me the 2 cobble that I need to move forward. Great. So let's burn up a couple more sticks and then put the cobblestone in. Oh, this hoe cannot hoe anything. It can only be used for crafting. Well then, I guess I will not be making a hoe at this time. So, unfortunately, all of my mattocks have met untimely ends by my deaths. So, I just have these two picks. So I'm going to have to produce another. I'm going to have to produce another mattock. So let's let me take a quick sweep through the quest book. Okay. So what I need to do is make some crops, and that's going to get me some seeds. And I think I'm going to go with a hoe. So great. So let's figure out what I need to do. So crop sticks are 4 sticks. Great. So 4 sticks. And let's cash that in for the reward. I'm going to pick the hoe. Great. And with that hoe, I can now head over here. Alright, since all this is in range of the water, it'll become irrigated land shortly. I think I need to build this out because I swear I'm just going to take a dive soon off the edge, and I'm carrying way too much stuff for my comfort level. Alright, let's throw down a light source so all that is safe. Likewise, let's put it over here, one here, and one over here. Okay, how's my hatchet doing? It's almost, I think it's almost out. It's at 19 durability, so only a couple more smacks left in it. So, let's build up. Oh, okay, I think I'm seeing some problems with my base here. Let's grab some sticks and charcoal, plant a couple more torches around. and one over here. And that should be good for now. Okay, so let's take a quick look. So I got lettuce seeds, regular seeds, melon seeds, grass seeds. Let's throw, actually I was going to put the seeds up in here. So crop sticks, I'm going to need, let's start out with the regular seeds over here, and that'll get me started on the road to wheat. So let's work with that. So from what I understand, I need to place sticks and seeds, and saying not yet analyzed. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to leave a gap in the diagonals here, and so from what I've seen, this is going to lead to some pretty interesting effects. So let's let this grow for a while, and I'll check back on it as the game progresses. So right now, I need to, well, since I have seeds already, I'm going to go with sugar cane seeds at this time. Let's load the, I now have 2 sheep spawn, so that's going to mean I'm going to have the ability to breed them later. Oh, I actually have a watering can, which is empty. So let's go over here. And a water can is a pretty cool invention in the extra utilities. So normally I'd have to make one using stone and a, for regular game I need 4 pieces of iron. Well, with an empty watering can, I can right-click on a source block, and that becomes a full watering can. And what this does is basically acts like bone meal. So you can see that the crops are already accelerating just by me standing here and right-clicking with the watering can. So a simple right-click will collect the wheat and replant the seed. So it'll allow it to keep growing, which is now giving me a new water source. So watering can, great. So let's let this grow for a bit. And my understanding is if I place, okay, I'm not exactly sure, but I think that if I, well, oh, here we go. Something's growing in the middle. Excellent. So I need to put an empty, oh, weeds have sprouted here. Well, I'm not sure what the weeds do. Oh, no. I'm going to have to be a lot more careful with that. So let's keep going until I have a couple more pieces of wheat. And that's a pretty good, great. So let me just gather these guys, and then let's let that tick up. Great. So it won't kick off seeds this way, but at least it's giving me, I'm up to 7 pieces of wheat already. That's pretty good. So let's head over here and dump everything in our chests. So now we're up to sugar cane. Let's check in on the lava. Great. So I'm up to 1,000 millibuckets, so essentially 1 bucket of lava. So now I have to decide where on the island I'm going to place the essentially place the new cobble generator. So, oh, I have 3 pieces of cobble. So let me convert these into cobble slabs, and that will give me the base that I need to. Oh, and I have pieces of gravel. Great. So I could actually repair the flint hatchet. But for now, I'm just going to focus on the cobblestone. So let's grab a couple more slabs. Let's make some slabs and figure out where we want to place the cobble generator now. So let's make this the new. Let's take a nap actually and turn it back to day. All right, here we are again. And I think what I'm going to do is build the cobble generator over here. So let's go with, yep, I'm going to, whoops, I'm actually running out of food already. So let's grab a piece of the brain. Let's look in here. Ah, I could actually, finally, can I craft some bread? Yes. So let's eat a piece of bread. And then let's eat one of our brains. Brain jerky. And look at how much food that added to our bar. That's great. So with this, let's scope out where I want to put the water source. So let's go with Alright, let's place this. So let's say I want the center of the cobblestone generator to be right here. And this is where I want the water to meet the lava. So that means that the water will need to essentially be like right here. So let's grab one of our clay buckets and move a piece of water over. So right click on the water source. And I'm going to place it over here. And that means that the lava side, so I'll use these half slabs, will need to, let's see, be bottled up right here. Just for temporary sake, let's say that let's say it's going to look like this, like this. Okay, I'll put another break there, there. Alright, so the lava will then sit on top of this block. It'll flow down to here. and right to here where it will touch. I seem to be one off on everything. Well, that's okay. I'll survive. I really just need something quick so I can start to get my first pieces of cobble. So let's put that down. And I'm also going to need a pick. So let's head back and take a look at the Tinker's Constructs. So in order to make a pick, I'm going to need a binding, a pick head. The handle can be wood. So move that back. Let's don't have enough patterns, so let's grab a little bit of wood here out of the stash. So let's say that we need a binding pattern and a pick pattern. So let's go in, let's take the gravel, and we're going to need to, I think, yeah, we're going to need to hit this until we at least get a piece of flint out of it. Alright, now I have my 2 pieces of flint. So let's head over to the tool, the part builder. So let's make a binding. Actually, the binding could have been out of wood. Is that right? No, I think I tried this before, and there's no kind of wood. Oh, actually, yeah, here's a wood binding. So I only need to make 1 piece of flint. Whoops. Ah, well. Let's go back to the pickaxe head. Now this can only be made out of flint. Okay, so there we go. 1 flint pickaxe head. And then let's put it all together. So we'll need a stick, a head, and a binding. Great. And then I'm going to hit it up with a piece of bone in here. And that'll raise the durability by 9 ticks. Alright, so I think I have all the pieces. Alright, so let's take the clay, right click on the crucible, and I now have 1 lava bucket. So let's check in on that quest. Lava bucket rewards 2 aluminum brass ingot. Claim my reward. And that opened up a whole bunch of things. So, just for the sake of completing the episode, let's head back over here. I'm going to place the lava up on top. It's going to flow down into this channel where it's going to meet the water, and I now have a cobblestone generator. So with that, I'm going to mine a bit of cobblestone. I'm going to go back and replace all these wood pieces with cobble, so that way in case of fire I don't end up just burning down my base, since right now everything on the entire base is made out of wood. So I had to be really careful about the any kind of sparking that comes off of the lava. So let's throw down a couple pieces. So with that, I think I can safely call this a successful cobblestone generator. So with that, I'm going to call it an episode. So if you could please leave a comment or a like, and let me know how I'm doing. I will see you next time on Agrarian Skies 2. Bye.